We wanted to welcome you, Divine Feminine, to today's oracle. For you to feel, to penetrate into your being, the closeness of frequency that sacred sexual energy is to your own sexual frequency. There is a similarity that we are wanting to show you, you see, how closely you are linked to divine energy. Your sexual energy is modeled, you see, you are birthed from divinity into the 3D with a copy of our sacred sexual energy frequency. As it's grounded, you see, passes through the 3D, through the portal of your mother's womb, you see. Imprints are made onto this template, a unique capacity linked to your soul, you see. In your mother's womb, branded onto you, are ancient ancestral wounds to sexual energy, you see. Closely picked and chosen by you, you see, in order to complement your own soul and its journey. Your journey to fulfill your destiny requires you to heal certain wounds, to learn certain realities, to see, to become aware indeed, to see in your own self and soul where your sexual energy leaks or where it has been distorted, you see. The journey home, the ascension journey, you see, is to start to sink, start to get closer to our goddess stream of energy. The closer you get to the stream, you see, the more you can compare the two indeed. When two frequencies are further apart, it's harder, you see, to notice the difference indeed. But when you bring them closer and try to sync, the differences become easy to see. This is what it's like when connecting to the goddess stream of energy. You start to see in your own sexual energy the difficulties, the distortions, the untruths from the true source, you see. You become awakened to this technology and understand what sacred truly means. You start to see the wounds of your soul's frequency, of your ancestry, and you can harness the sacred power of the Kundalini to purify them in you. You can receive the upgrades from our Temple Ramen world daily for you to start to change, start to raise your frequency, start to transform your sexual energy into a higher state completely. The closer you can be linked to sacred sexual energy, the more you can proceed, the more you can achieve, the more you can start to channel sexual energy in its purity and light, interdimensionally. The more you can start to sink and start to be, start to grow and expand, you see all that you need at your feet. We are wanting you to feel the dissonance from where you currently are, you see, not begrudging you, not diminishing you, where you stand currently. It was known to you before you incarnated, you see, that you would start not where you deserve or where you're worthy, but at the level of your current sexual energy. For many divine feminines and priestesses, you see, you feel obligated to point out that you have it harder indeed. The reason why you seem to have things harder than other human beings, more trauma, more pain, it's what you need. Why, indeed? Because those divine feminine beings once were priestesses, you see. Priestesses who bore the brunt of the deepest, darkest wounds to sexual energy collectively. Those who can harness more sexual energy. Divine feminine beings. Priestesses, you see, take on a larger burden indeed. they start to see, and they suffered with more wounds to their sexual energy, as it's the source of their power, you see. Priestesses become more aware of this, you see, as they seem further from divinity, more trauma, more distortions to their sexual energy. But that is all it means. You are not truly at a disadvantage, really. There is just more to see. And things can change rather quickly when you get in sync, daily. As many divine feminine beings find it hard, you see, to realize and come to terms that they are not at the point of being worthy. It's not linked to you and your soul, you see. Do you deserve this life? Do you deserve this trauma? It's not meant to be. It's more, what is the state and temperature of your sexual energy? Those who have incurred a lot of trauma to their sexual energy frequency will struggle more deeply. And those who can harness more sexual energy are likely to have more trauma, you see. You're not at a disadvantage, really. The first thing is to acknowledge your life previously, the struggles you have endured in this life up until presently have all been dictated by your sexual energy. The great thing is that wherever you start, you see, you can seek to increase, and it can be more easy, just as long as you get in sync. Your earthly world and realm does everything it can to distract you from sinking to the natural thing. Like the nature of your earth, you see, like the sun rises and sets each day, and the moon comes to be. There is a cycle indeed. The cycle externally in your lives, you see, not many follow this cycle specifically anymore. Disconnected, you see. It mirrors the internal hormones. The cycle has been disrupted, you see, which again mirrors the sexual energy. You cannot hope to truly cycle, to sync, to harness the great power of sacred sexual energy completely as a channel indeed, unless you become in sync, emotionally and physically. All three, the body, the physical reality, and your sexual energy, must sync to their own rhythm, you see. As all three sync, you can achieve great success and abundance in your life, you see. Great power and opportunity. It's all about sinking back to the nature of things. The nature of your sexual energy is not traumatized and distorted, but true sacredness indeed, ascended frequency, aligned to our goddess temple realm and world. Your ability, we are wanting you to really feel into the ease that wherever you are in your life, all you have to do is start to sink, and you can feel free. You can be free in this reality, a master of all, you see, a master of one thing, the direction of your sexual energy. Many in the earthly realm of space wish to dominate, to master many things, to become master of other human beings. But divine feminines are destined for something internally, to master the one thing, the one power, their sexual energy. You can never truly be happy mastering others, you see, or being mastered to them, indeed. A master-slave mentality, to dominate your humanity, to spread out like a cancer, you see, penetrating and raping many different things and beings. All the power, the true power, is to sink, to go internally, to focus on controlling one thing, your own sexual energy. If you can control your own sexual energy, working with the power, harnessing that of the Kundalini and our goddess frequency, sacred golden cobra energy, focusing on bringing order, you see, from the chaos in your reality. What does this mean? It means bringing distorted back into sacredness, into alignment. If you can master the alchemy of harnessing your own sexual energy, bringing it from chaos and distortion into sacredness and alignment, you will know freedom, you will know fun, you will know power beyond this reality. It is the one thing you most desperately wish to achieve. It's the one thing you will ever need, the source of all things, the confidence it will bring, gaining control over your own self, you see. It is the root of all things. As you start to witness what traps distorted sexual energy bring into your own life, you see, and chop them off one at a time, plugging the holes that drain you, frequency, you can start to build your own sexual energy, to regain health and wealth and power, you see. Start to channel and direct it to what you need, to sink daily into the cycle of sexual energy at play in the unseen. For there is a stream each day indeed, to channel sacred sexual energy to the realms and worlds in between, for you to ground it into your own life physically. Everything is at your feet. You can feel the power in your own self and psyche. You can heal all wounds within your own body. You can feel unity. There is one thing only, that can allow you to be sovereign and free, to be happy. Control over your own self and sexual energy. Having the skill and capacity, the mastery of alchemy, to turn distortion of your own sexual energy into the golden cobra frequency, sacred sexual energy. It would unlock all things for you, you see, acknowledging within you a deep truth, unlocking your destiny, for you to walk the path of internal luxury, a new concept for your reality. Luxury on the inside, you see. Luxury as a frequency, opulence of the highest capacity, not in the world of the seen, but in the realm underneath. Inside your own body lays a stream that emanates a golden frequency. You can choose to access this golden stream of goddess frequency, of sacred sexual energy, and allow that feeling of luxury to radiate into you. People of your world, you see, got it wrong indeed. They wish to emulate this high golden frequency in the 3D, but are deficient underneath the mask they wear, you see, the lifestyle that they live and breed, the thoughts that they think. A divine feminine being, you see, were born to achieve this frequency internally firstly, to radiate from the inside out, you see. The correct way to live and to be. It is an internal journey indeed. Your world is changing so quickly. All in the physical will be washed away and lost, you see. All that is not needed or meant to be. The true wealth that you can hold on to is that internally. The work that you do in upgrading your sexual energy, you can always take with you. It is the work of your soul's journey. It is the feeling of confidence of having an ability to succeed in any life you see, in any space and time, any trajectory. We are wanting you to know this, to take this with you into your earthly year, you see. We're wanting you to keep this at the forefront of your mind as you make your goals for the next stage and steps of your life. We promise you the path internally is the only path you'll ever need, the one to be freed, to escape the construct and the wounding you see. Heaven on earth indeed. This is it. Love to you.
Prepare to receive the feminine power that you seek to embody your true goddess destiny. Discover more, thetempleofthegoddess.com.